Hello and welcome back. It's been quite a while, but I am very excited because I'm finally getting to film one of my favorite types of videos, and that is a pack and prep, my favorite topic. It's very exciting because we are going to Walt Disney World in just a few days, few weeks. It's still a few weeks away. But we're going to Disney World for a week trip, and this time it is going to be as a family. The last pack and prep I did for Disney World was, I think, over 2 years ago. We were living in New York. It was just my husband and we were going on our annual trips every year, but we've had to take a break because we relocated to California. I've had a baby, and so a lot has happened since then, but I'm very excited to be going back to Disney World again. I've missed it a lot, and this time we get to bring our baby along. So it's gonna be a little bit different of a pack and prep because I have another person to pack for, but it's gonna be super, super fun. It's gonna be my husband and I and our baby, who is, again, just about 10 months old. And then we're also packing the most important thing, and that is my mom. We're gonna bring grandma along with us just to enjoy the trip with us, but also to help out because I never knew how much a baby could take out of you. So I'm excited to have another set of hands and also just to create those memories with my mom as well. So gonna be a little bit different of a trip than we've ever done before. This is actually our biggest family trip that we've taken with him so far. So it should be really exciting, but also a little stressful, but that's what you get when you have a baby, I guess. So be looking forward to all the excitement that is going to happen in just a few weeks, and I'm excited to bring you along for, again, my favorite type of video, which is a pack and prep. Here we are in my son's room because he's obviously not here right now. He's on a walk with dad, so I have a few minutes by myself to kind of give a little tour and overview of what I have so far, but the lighting's pretty poor in here since we have our blackout curtains, so it's just an overhead light. But I have, this system is now my new system for his stuff. So my other pack and prep videos are kind of similar, where when I'm leading up to a trip, I'll just kind of compile things that I know I'm not gonna need between now and the trip in a certain area. So then when I come down to actually packing stuff, it's a little bit easier to just get all the things that I've compiled so far. So this hamper in my son's nursery has become that spot for him. So I have just been piling stuff in there that I know we're gonna need for him for our trips. So that's pretty much the only actual step of packing I've done so far, but it's a start. So like I said, we're gonna be going for a week, and this trip was actually planned before he was born. I booked this trip when I was maybe 7 or 8 months pregnant, and I needed something to look forward to, and Disney World seemed like the perfect thing. So we actually booked this trip over a year ago, and we've moved it around a few days since then because I initially thought we'd go during Christmas time. And then I was like, what am I thinking? I do not want to go to Disney with a baby during the most busy, crazy time of year. And that just wasn't the right move. So we adjusted it to the new year. So now we're going in January, which I feel like will be a much better time for crowds and weather and everything like that. So typically we've gone in September every year. That's been our standard time that we would go. And I just knew that the weather was gonna be miserable and hot and rainy the whole time, which was not always fun, but it was very easy to pack for because you just pack the best thing that you could wear in the hottest weather you can think of. But it's not the case now. I've heard January is a toss-up of weather, of how that can be. So I have to keep an eye on the forecast of what it's gonna be. Is it gonna be chilly? Is it gonna be warm, mild? Who knows? So that will affect my planning. But we are staying at Saratoga Springs, which we've also never stayed at before. We've never stayed at a deluxe resort before. We've stayed at Coronado. We've stayed at Pop Century. and we've also stayed off property. So this will be the first time that we're staying at a deluxe resort as a family. And we've got 2 rooms, you know, grandma's in her room, and then we're in another room, just into studio rooms. So I know Saratoga is a huge resort, but we love Disney Springs, so I feel like that'll be fun to kind of be near there. And we've also booked a dining package, which we've never had before. So we booked the quick service dining package. So I'm very excited to kind of have that accessible. I know that some people are kind of think that the quick service is maybe not the best use of money. And I agree that we probably would have saved money by just doing out of pocket. But we feel like if we're gonna get any sort of alcoholic drinks, that's a good value. And also I love budgeting purposes to just have most of our meals planned out ahead of time and paid for, so that when we're there, it feels a little bit easier to just like use the dining points. So that is something different that we haven't done before that I'm excited about. But I will start diving into the actual packing and prepping, but I wanted to give you a little bit of a insight into our trip, just so you have some details as like what I'm packing for and things like that. Okay, it's a whole other day, many days later, a few days later, I realize I'm gonna have to break up this video into sections, or filming is gonna take place over many days, because that's the nature of working around nap schedules and having limited time to just film things like this. But anyways, I also, in addition to the pile in my son's nursery, I've also started this pile in our really messy, scattered office. And this is like kind of my zone where I can put things that are not his necessarily. They're just things that I come across that I need to put aside for our trip. So I will take you through that process, because that's the only other spot that I've started prepping. So here is the Target box that I have just started putting some things in that I know that we're gonna be taking to our trip, that I come across that I know we're not gonna need between now and then. This is also things that I've like bought or ordered for the trip specifically. So I have my son's little sweatshirt. We just took this to Disneyland, so it's out, but I'm gonna put that aside. I did buy a few things for the trip, just because having a baby, I feel like requires a lot more stuff than it has previously on trips. So I bought these disposable placemats. They like stick to the surface that you're eating. He's definitely doing 3 meals on solids at this point, and so baby-led weaning, all of that is just taking like a lot of stuff, and it's a mess. So I ordered these from Target that I will bring, so we can bring them to the restaurants to hopefully subside a little bit of the mess. I also bought him this like random toy for the airplane. We got it at Geppetto's, which is like a toy store here. I don't know if that's a store that's available in other states, but we have a lot of them here in San Diego. So it's just like this little like mini busy board thing. It doesn't make much noise. It's pretty slim. So I thought that could be like a fun new toy that could entertain him, hopefully for a little bit on the plane. Let's see, we also got, this is the little snack spinner from Gobi. This was a Christmas present from Grandma, but you just put the snacks in there and you can like push it and it spins around, and it would be fun for the plane and kind of keep him entertained while also having a snack. I'm gonna put together a little travel medicine first aid kit for him, just so we have it. So I did pick up some infant Motrin to put in there. Since we are staying at a deluxe DVC whatever resort, they offer free laundry. So I'm gonna bring these laundry detergent sheets that are free and clear, like no scent or anything like that, because we all have sensitive skin. So just want to make sure that I'm bringing the right detergent, and these are great to pack because it's not a liquid. I have my belt bag. Again, we took some of this stuff to Disneyland, so I just set it aside. I'm gonna bring this belt bag from Lulu. Here's one of my like Disney t-shirts that I just washed. I accidentally placed a double order for hand sanitizer. So I'm gonna figure out if I'm gonna like return some of these or just like store them for later use, but definitely did not mean to order a bunch of those. So I think some of those will probably have to go back to Target because that is just excessive. We also got some little bike lights that we were gonna maybe bring for the stroller. This was another Christmas gift from Nana. And I ordered some portable Clorox wipes for the plane. These are just baby wipes that I'm gonna bring. I love this size from Coterie, the travel size. It's like a makeup wipe size package, which is much easier to travel with. And then some hand and face wipes for like meal times. I've got my phone charger. I ordered this zippered bag, clear zippered bag from Target as well. I think I might put either our eating things in here, like for meal times, or maybe this will be like something that needs to go in the diaper bag to hold his toys. I haven't really decided yet, but I really appreciate this like clear type of bag for storage. I have my Disney socks and I ordered this little mini face sunscreen. And then I also have been putting aside just like I had some small cash that I'm gonna put aside for bell services and housekeeping, just so I have tip money already set aside so I won't have to be searching for that and pulling cash out or anything like that. So that's kind of a little tour of the stuff that I've ordered and just put aside so far in our office that will help me kickstart this packing process as well. We have done a few trips with him so far, with our baby so far. So we have done like a few overnights at hotels and we stay at my mom's a lot and things like that. So I'm not that nervous for that, but I am nervous for the airplane because we've never been on a plane together as a family. And I'm also nervous of the time change, like having a 3-hour time difference makes me nervous. And also just like being overstimulated for a week for myself, but mostly for him, is also going to be a challenge. So just like pacing ourselves is going to be really important. But we have done Disneyland. We've done 3 Disneyland trips or like days with him already. So I feel like pretty good about him like being okay in the parks, and like he loves being in the stroller. He loves like looking at everything. We've taken him on some rides. Like we've learned that he really loves Small World. He does not love Pirates of the Caribbean, which is funny that we even took him on that. Looking back, I'm like, why did we think that was a good idea? But just things like that we're learning as we go to just find like the easy, fun rides. He did not like the train at Disneyland. He really liked Little Mermaid. So yeah, just trying to plan out all of our days and rides and activities and things like that. We are doing, like I said, the quick service dining plan. So like that'll be easy. And I feel like that's a better use of our time to just do quick service for a lot of the meals, because eating with the almost toddler is just a whole thing in itself. But we did book a few like sit down table service. So we are doing 1 character dining, and that's going to be Topolino's for breakfast. So we're going to do that. We also booked Beer Garden in Epcot. That's like my husband's top request is to go there. So we're going to do that. And then we booked, my husband and I are going to do like a date night at the Yachtsman. My mom and I are going to go out to the boathouse. And I think we're going to do Whispering Canyon dinner. So we have like a few dining reservations that will be scattered throughout the week. But besides that, we'll just be doing quick service. I did snag him my first haircut appointment at Magic Kingdom. I don't know how that's gonna go, because obviously he's still so young. But reading online, people seem to like take their babies when they're around this age. So crossing my fingers that that will work out. But yeah, we'll see. A lot of this is just gonna be play it by ear and see how it goes. Another thing I forgot to mention that was in this bag that I've been putting aside is we have bought a few Disney gift cards throughout the year, I guess, leading up to this. And then I also have this redemption card from my Disney Visa. So we buy our gift cards if there's ever like a gift card sale, or we buy them at Target and we get our 5% off. So we do have these in the budget, I guess, as well to use. That will be good to have just put away. And I like using gift cards for like souvenirs, or like maybe we'll use them for one meal. It just helps space out some of the budgeting. So I also have those in here as well. All right, so I'm here in my kitchen because I'm gonna start putting away a few snack items for the trip that I've like purchased ahead of time to just be sure to pack. We will be doing a grocery pickup when we get there, but this will like get us through like snack things or like things on the plane, just to have some things ahead of time that I won't need to buy at the grocery store pickup. We pretty much adhere to like a fairly strict baby-led weaning style of like feeding him in addition to breastfeeding, but I feel like travel and being out is the exception to that, where like we do sometimes do like packaged things, but we try to minimize it. But I feel like it's a vacation, I need convenience, so I'm trying to like balance all of those things. So we did buy this package of the smoothie melts from Costco, and I put aside 6 little single serve packages, so we'll have like one per day for him. I also, these protein bars are for us, so I've put aside some of those. I put a pack of gum. We are gonna bring, I think maybe I'll just bring like 4 of these little applesauce pouches from Trader Joe's. And then I've also put aside some electrolytes, some Crystal Light. My coffee sweetener is like a stevia package, so I'm gonna put those aside. And then I think that I'm gonna bring this lunch pail on the plane for us. This is like a hard-sided, pretty slim lunch pail from Target that's like a Hydro Flask brand, but I'm gonna put probably like breast milk in here is gonna be the main thing, so like a few bottles probably, and then I'll pack like a few snacks as well that need to be kept kind of chilled. And then I can put like some of his little placemats in there, maybe like a bib or 2, and just have this as like our on-the-go thing for the park days as well, just to keep his food kind of separate. And I like that it's not gonna get squished, because I feel like some lunch pails get squished and then all the contents get squished as well. Okay, we are now less than 2 weeks out, so it's been a few days since I last did any sort of prep or anything. And honestly, not much progress has happened between now and then. I've bought a few more things, which I said I didn't want to do, but I bought a few more things, like small things, like a stain stick, Ziploc bags, things like that. So that is pretty much all I've done between then and now. I do have my travel stroller that we're gonna take here. So we're gonna take the travel stroller on the plane and just gate check it. So this is the UPPAbaby Minu V2, and I have the gate check bag thing for it. So again, I've never flown with a baby or a stroller or anything, so I'm eager to see how that's gonna go. I'm a little nervous because I hear just like horror stories of people's strollers getting like totally damaged when they fly with them. So hopefully that won't happen, because our bag is like padded. So I'm hoping that that won't really be an issue. So gotta prep the stroller and the bag, and then decide what kind of carry-on bags we're gonna take. And then we're gonna definitely check 2 suitcases, big suitcases. And then I'm also working on my grocery order for when we get to Orlando. We're gonna do a pickup grocery order at Publix. Our car service is able to do a grocery stop, so they recommended that I just place the order and do pickup. So it's really quick. So I've been kind of making a list of things that we want to get from Publix, just so I can easily place the order either like the day before or same day. And that's pretty much where we're at. Again, I haven't really packed much for myself at all yet, but I have been checking the weather and it looks like mid 70s seems to be what it's gonna be for the most part. I know it can change a lot between now and then, but I know that mid 70s can kind of lean warm, like it feels warmer than it does cooler. So definitely we'll probably pack like warmer weather things and then just bring like jackets. So that's kind of what I'm thinking as of now, but we will see as we get closer. Okay, here I am again, checking in several days later. We are down to the wire here. We're about 3 days out. And you didn't miss much because I actually got sick over the weekend and that kind of derailed my productivity for packing and things. But I'm feeling better now. Bad news is I'm gonna have to be on antibiotics for like half of our trip, which is really unfortunate. But anyways, I haven't gotten much done, so we're down to the wire. I need to kick it into high gear and really finish this up. I am still prioritizing packing my son's everything first because I feel like once I get him settled, then I can worry about myself and my husband. So I am pretty much just starting to compile all of his clothes together. And then I feel like all the other little things like carry-on and baby care and all of his gear and all that stuff is pretty much good, except for the stuff that we have to pack last minute. So he is well on the way to being done. Yesterday, in terms of prep, I was able to have a little bit of self-care prep time. So I dropped him with my mom and then I was able to get my nails done and my brows done, and so that was a good little prep. Pre-trip appointments are always like the most fun, so glad that I could check that off the list. I haven't gotten my nails done in like a really long time, so those are out of the way. And then today I have to run a few errands. I'm gonna do a Target pickup order. I'm pretty sure this is like the last purchase thing that we're getting. I'm just getting like pump wipes so I can clean my pump easier on the go, and diapers, getting some diapers here because we're like running low, and that way I can pack some. And I feel like that's it in terms of like trip stuff. And then I need to go to the bank, and then I need to go do an exchange at Lululemon. I bought a top yesterday and it's too small, so I'm gonna go swap that out. So we just have a few little errands to run today to wrap some things up, and then hopefully tonight we can kick it into high gear and pack while he's asleep, because these are my little windows of time that I can get things done. So today during his wake window, I guess, we'll go and do our errands, and then hopefully tonight cross off a lot of the clothes packing and finish that up. All right, so this is as filled as I'm gonna fill it right now, and then I'm gonna hopefully fill these with like maybe a more fresh option. I don't know how smart that is to put like fresh fruit in there because I know it wouldn't stay good for very long. So I don't know, I need to rethink that, but just put a little bit of the Bombas, some smoothie melts, and then some of our little cereal in there. These are, maybe that wasn't a smart move to put those in there because I could only fit like 5 or 4, however many's in there. But it's mostly just for entertainment value. And then this is what I'm gonna pack in our suitcase just so the cereal doesn't get crushed in like a bag or something. So I'm gonna pack this in our luggage, and that will be for the trip. So that's all set, and yeah, I just need to think about what else to put in these two that could stay good for a while, that's not a super highly processed food. Progress is being made because I'm actually putting clothes into packing cubes, so that is a great sign. So this is all of our night diapers, so I'm packing 6 night diapers, and then I think I'm doing 6 day diapers, 4 to 6 day diapers, and then I have a roll of disposable bags, a package of travel wipes. So those are all together in this bag, and then we're doing like a normal grocery order of like a pack of diapers when we get there. This is like swimsuit, burp cloths, hat, a few swim diapers, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's what's in there. This is his toiletry bag with like Motrin gas drops, snot sucker, his soap, sunscreen, saline drops, etc. So that is in there. And then this is like his other clothes packing cube. I wish that I had more of another gender neutral one, but this is what I have right now. So I'm doing 3 onesies. I think I'm gonna add at least 1 more, maybe 2, just like plain bodysuit onesies. I've got some pants, 2 pairs of shorts. We've got t-shirts, a little Toy Story t-shirt, a Mickey t-shirt, and then 2 little short sets that are like Mickey. And then we've got 2 other pairs of pants here, and then I'm gonna add 1 more, and then this set right here, long sleeve set. This is like a little set, like a sweatsuit set. And then I have his sweatshirt, and then we're also gonna be having a sweatshirt or a jacket for him on the plane. And then I have like a muslin blanket slash nursing cover that's gonna be probably with me, maybe packed. No, I think I'll bring this one with me on the plane. And then I'm gonna pack another like warm blanket for him for like the stroller at night. This is our slumber pod that if for some reason we don't have a lot of room in our suitcase and we're running out of room, that is gonna be the first thing to go. I'm not like super attached to it, so we will see if there's space for that. But I feel like I'm making great progress with my little piles here. This is like all the food stuff for him, bib, a little bowl, etc. I'm packing some coffee filters. I'm not sure which one the room will take, so I'm bringing the cone and the basket ones. I've separated my laundry detergent into just this bag. I think there's like 4 of them in here, so that is like way slimmer to bring. Got our glow sticks. Yeah, so the piles are compiling, but we're making progress. Charged our magic bands up. I'm gonna bring my little handheld fan, even though I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty cool, but just wanna have that just in case. Got my little travel laundry bag. Pulled out my AirPods, Advil, another AirTag, his sound machine. So there's still a lot to go, and that's not even my clothes yet, but I feel very good about the progress that I've made. Finally made it to my packing stage. I don't know, I just got these pants from Lulu. They're the Groove pant, and I'm trying to make them work with an outfit, and I just not sure. So I do think I'm gonna bring this sweatshirt. I feel like it can go with a lot of things, and I do really like these pants. I just don't know how to put them. And then I think I'm gonna bring my Hokas and some New Balances as well. But yeah, just trying to work out this baggy top, baggy bottom situation. Need to figure that out. But I'm progressing. I've got piles started for myself, my husband. Bad news, my washer is out of commission, and so I have piles of dirty laundry that I'm gonna have to figure out how to do in the next day and a half without a washer. I may have to go to my mom's house to do a load of laundry tomorrow morning. I also have this Disney World sweatshirt, which is even baggier, which I like a lot, but I feel like the white maybe is the way to go, just with all my other outfits and things that I plan on wearing. So this is the stage that we're in, and we leave in a day and a half. So trying to pull it all together. This is the new top that I just got at Lulu too, that I had to exchange for a slightly bigger size. I've just tucked it into the top of the pant. I feel like this is a way cuter vibe, and I can wear like a jacket over this, but this feels a lot chicer and not as baggy pajama vibe. So I do like this as a little outfit, or I could put this with jeans as well. So I'm glad that I got this top because I feel like it was a good purchase. Okay, here's another potential outfit. These are like, oops, like cinch waist denim-ish pants, but they're very cute. And I feel like this looks a little better with the sweatshirt. Maybe they're a little more tailored or something, but I feel like this could be a cute outfit. I did try it on with the same striped shirt, or I also have just like plain t-shirts that I could put with it. But I feel like this is another cute option with like the New Balance sneakers, or potentially Hoka's, but probably New Balance. So outfit number 2 is good to go. Here's another outfit, just some straight leg denim, a black t-shirt, and then I feel like it could be cute with like a neck scarf or something. Again, could wear either sneaker probably. I feel like New Balance is what I'm leaning towards for a lot of these outfits, but really the Hoka's are way more comfortable. But here is outfit number 3. I feel like I only need one more park day outfit, and then the rest is travel and resort day, so they're not as important. But this is another, I feel like, AZ park day outfit that I could just put. Here's a little bit more about the breakdown of what I'm gonna bring. So these are a flare legging. These are just a normal legging. I might wear those on the plane, maybe, but so those are 2 pairs of pants. These are those wide leg cinch pants that I just got from Lulu, the black. These are the cinch like drawstring denim looking pants. My normal jeans. I have the striped shirt, a white shirt, a black shirt, a gray, and a pink tank top. The bandana. This is like a really oversized t-shirt that I could wear maybe with one of the leggings. I've got the Disneyland sweatshirt. This is like a denim overshirt that I could wear with any of the black pants. And then I'm gonna bring a dress. We are doing a date night at the Yachtsman one night, and I feel like that's slightly dressier. So I'm gonna bring a dress. This is just like a nicer top that I could wear with jeans. We're going out to dinner like another night at the boathouse, so I feel like I could wear that. I'm gonna bring one pair of Lulu shorts that I could wear with the tank top or one of the t-shirts, because it is supposed to get warm towards the end. And then I have one set of pajamas so far. I think I'm gonna bring a black Patagonia zip up as like my heavier jacket that I could wear like potentially on top of a sweatshirt or just by itself. And that's where I'm at. I've packed all my underwear, socks, bras, things like that. So this is great progress here. I think I might bring maybe another like jacket-ish option. But other than that, this feels really good and not like I'm overpacking. I also need to pack a swimsuit. I really doubt we're gonna be able to swim because it's really cold, but I would rather be prepared than not. I also need to grab at least another pair of pajamas. We are gonna be doing laundry, but I wanna make sure I have enough of that. And then this is my husband's section so far. He just has shorts so far, but I'm getting myself together and then I'll get him together. I do need to pack probably a hat, so this is my bucket of accessories that I need to dig through and find a hat to bring, but this feels really great. I'm very impressed with my nap time productivity here. Here we are, starting to put everything in suitcases. So we got the large, a medium, and then this is a carry-on size here. So this is like my husband and I stuff, the baby stuff, and then overflow. We are one day out. We officially leave tomorrow, and I did have to go to my mom's to do laundry this morning. So just kind of sorting through that and putting my final kind of packing cube together. This is gonna go in the diaper bag. It's a complete spare outfit for him. I needed to put these things in the packing cube down there. I'm gonna be packing this zip up hoodie for him as well. But we are really getting down to the wire. I'm pretty sure this is my last packing cube that I just need to zip up, and those are the final things that need to go in his suitcase. But we're getting really close, so I feel pretty good about where I'm at. I am probably gonna bring this little hat for him, but I feel like that's pretty much it from the laundry pile, which was good. So we'll go downstairs and sort out the rest of that stuff, but this is great news that we are this far along. Here's a look at the diaper bag. So at the bottom, I've got my nursing poncho shawl thing that also doubles as a blanket. We've got his little earmuff headphone things. I do think I'm gonna put the sound machine in here somewhere. I've got a burp cloth. That's his spare outfit that I just threw in there. We've got 2 diapers and a small pack of wipes. This side is like his little special toy thing and some teething crackers. This is his little bag of tricks, little bag of toys there. Then I'm gonna be bringing this little slim pocket has a few books that we got. And let's see, I'm gonna put the snack spinner in here as well. I ended up just putting these little fruit bites in there from Amara, I believe that's the brand, the same as the little yogurt melt away bites. So that is kind of fully stocked there. This is his like actual diaper bag. So there's I think 4 or 5 diapers in there, wipes, a changing pad. So I need to configure how that's gonna go. This is his little on-the-go eating bag. So it's got like a quick clean wipe for like the surface. We've got some wet ones, his disposable bibs and disposable placemats. So that is kind of for on-the-go meals. And then I'm gonna bring this is his new little cup that I ordered from Amazon that actually has like a covered straw so the straw doesn't get all gross. But I'm probably just gonna pop this in one of the side like drink pockets. I do still need to pack my pump somewhere. I'm gonna put it in that green bag, but I don't think it's gonna fit in this diaper bag. So I'm gonna have to sort that out. But, ooh, I probably just broke my teething crackers on that side. Okay, that's okay. So that can fit in there. Yep, I feel like that's pretty much full. There is like this little pouch in the top. And then I also have this in the front that I'll just probably put like my ID and stuff in there, but that is pretty packed. So don't think I can fit anything else in there. I might also put my milk chiller in this side that has like just a slot for ice and then it keeps your milk cold. So I might pop that in that side, but other than that, diaper bag is good to go. Here's how this medium-sized suitcase is packed, which is mainly the baby stuff. We've got my monitor. This is like a box with all of our snacks and food, peanut butter, coffee, things like that. This is the slumber pod that actually ended up fitting, which is surprising to me. But there's the slumber pod. On this side, I've got sunscreen, his bathroom bag, the diapers, hat, the stroller clips, his 2 packing cubes of clothes, and then just this little odds and ends like toys, my fans, our magic bands, things like that. And we actually have a tad bit of room, which is great. So I still need to put some bottles, and I think I might bring like a travel umbrella. So we'll see if that can fit in there. This is the carry-on size away. I've got my hip carrier, our rain cover, a blanket, a sweatshirt, and then just our eating bag of like the high chair cover, or the bibs, the placemats, and wipes, hand wipes, and then this is all empty. So that is also very surprising. I don't know how it would work out, but I almost feel like the lunch pail needs to be put in here or something. I don't know. I think we've got a lot to like hand carry, so I need to figure out what's gonna make most sense to go in here. Yeah, not sure about that yet, but still gotta fit his jacket. These are just some things for the carry-on. But yeah, and then we have this major big suitcase, and I need to put my last packing cube in there. But other than that, we are pretty much good, which feels incredible. The last thing I need to do is pack my toiletries, which can't really be done until tomorrow, but some of them will. So this is ready to go now. Got travel hairbrush, some other little travel things, some Ziplocs, and then this is my makeup bag that I'll pack in the morning. I need to get my straightener, but this is like the final step. We have officially made it to travel day. It is like 7 in the morning. Pretty much ready to zip up the 3 suitcases. Packing has actually turned into most of the suitcases are full now instead of thinking that I was gonna have a little room, but that's okay. Just ready to zip everything up and then we will head on the road. It's actually, we've tried to be on East Coast time zone. We've tried to do a gradual transition. So we've been going to bed early the past 2 nights. And so my son's actually napping and it's only 7 a.m. because we're trying to transition to that time zone ahead of time so it's not so drastic. So he's currently napping and then we're gonna head to the airport and get on our flight. But thanks for watching and I will see you on my next trip.